Ladies and gentlemen, you will want to listen very closely tonight here on Sportswire Radio because live, all the way from the Soviet Union, is our guest. And boy, does our guest have plenty to say here, and especially if you're the likes of Eric Black. Maybe you may not want to listen to this show, or maybe you want to be as far away possible from our guest here because our guest has plenty to discuss, and especially after his latest suspension, which he's going to talk about. And he's going to talk about how uncalled for it was. He's going to talk about also a familiar face that some would call a Puerto Rican prince who's got multiple championships. But while our guest is going to tell us why he's really a Puerto Rican princess, our guest is also going to talk about how he shut down companies and how, well, he's been suspended from now 16 different federations, and it's 10 consecutive companies. He's going to talk about that. He's going to talk about how he was one of maybe the greatest experiments from that lab in Omega. And he's going to talk about just what is next for this man and just what an honor it is. You know, I am certainly, for our guest, going to make sure I don't bring up Zelensky. I am most certainly not going to talk about those tariffs. I am most certainly not going to talk about that famous speech by President Ronald Reagan where he said, "Tear down these walls, Mr. Gorbachev." Not so fast, my friends, to quote the great Lee Corso. We're not going to do any of that. But we'll maybe bring up Ivan Koloff. Maybe we'll bring up Nikita. Maybe we'll bring up Nikolai Volkoff. Maybe we'll bring up some of those names. And, you know, maybe we'll certainly be very, very kind to our guest. But before I do give our guest that introduction, because after all, we are here in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, maybe the only platform where all wrestling matters. I do things a little differently than certainly in places like NCW and Pro Wrestling Double X in Gloucester, New Jersey. I like to introduce our guest, and certainly let's just say Michael Buffer move on over. And also, before I introduce formally our guest and certainly his manager, I would remind our guest that I am actually from the epicenter of where many from the Soviet Union have, let's just say, migrated. And that is obviously the friendly confines of beautiful Brooklyn. And of course, they call Brighton Beach Little Odessa, or some would even say Little Kiev. But ladies and gentlemen, you've been waiting for it. He's been waiting for it. He has been up all day here, and he most certainly traded tickets to see Ovechkin play in the playoffs for this interview, and he most certainly traded in a conference call with Putin to be here with us, baby, on Sportswire Radio. So let's get this show on the road here in style on the number one global radio station where all wrestling matters. So with that, without further ado, here on the Sports Report, number one sports show straight from the Soviet Union. A man that was part of the Omega program, which was a top secret Soviet experiment meant to generate and create super soldiers who are athletes. And he is one of the very best genetic athletes that certainly Russia has produced. A man that has been suspended by more than 10 wrestling companies, including last week's Pro Wrestling Double X from the Murder Mania show. His name is, simply put, the Russian Manimal. and Marsha Marciano. My friends, how are we doing?
Thank you so much, Tom Bryce, the Reverend. Oh my goodness, that was so beautiful. I will call up Putin afterwards and tell her about your angelical voices. Thank you so much, Tom. This is
Yes,
wonderful. I
we
love this.
definitely we want to certainly be very international here on Sports by Radio, and we've done that in the past. And hopefully, some of my Russian comrades, my Ruskies in Brighton Beach and Sheepshead Bay, will be watching this one. Stay tuned for that. But enough about that. Let's talk about the most recent suspension, which is why you're here tonight. And I know you are going to certainly be as vocal in your displeasure about your most recent suspension as some of us might be when it comes to these recent tariffs that one president here in this country oversees, where you were last week, Mr. Donald J. Trump, continues to execute. But for those that are listening and watching in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the only platform where all wrestling matters, Sportswire Radio, Marsha Marciano and the Russian Manimal Volkoff. Tell us why you both are displeased about your most recent suspension and Pro Wrestling Double X's Murder Mania show last Saturday.
Yes, I will tell you so much. But I will say this first, though. I love getting suspended, expelled, and cancelled. It is like a badge of honor. You know,
It
with
is?
that, it feels wonderful. Yes, it's a nice kick in their nuts. I swear to God, it makes them think because they're so stupid. Because
But
now they know you're there. So I will say
okay.
this: it is a badge of honor to be suspended 10 times, because so far I'm the only rookie who has this. High five on that one, my friend. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I guess you could look at it that it's a badge of honor before I put the footage up of your most recent suspension. I mean, certainly I suppose that you are happy about being suspended. I remember in school growing up, I was suspended once in high school. I do remember, getting into it a few times in elementary school and junior high school and even college. I did get it, mixed up a few times, but you're happy about what happened? I mean, why?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, because my goal, my mission in this world of the pro wrestling is to wear this red, which represents the blood of my fallen comrades, and destroy those horrible, horrible American pigs, and to explain to them and show to them and put a strike of fear into their souls. And
Now
so
I
that helps.
understand. Now I understand that you certainly have, a displeasure toward the Americans. I understand because
Yes.
obviously, there's been probably a near now 80+ year angst that you and those that are still in the old country have toward the Americans. I understand that, but you can't do anything to the Americans if you're suspended. So help me understand how you're going to be able to get back, and especially at some Americans, like,
You might have a point,
and especially
Mr.
one
Tom Bryce
American,
of Reverend.
yeah,
Yes.
and especially
Yes.
one American that I know very well in Mr.
Yes.
Eric Black. You can't get back at
Yes.
Eric Black if you're
Let me tell you
suspended from
something
Pro
about the
Wrestling
Eric
Double X,
Black.
sir.
Let me tell you something about him.
Yeah,
Okay?
da da
First
da
off,
da,
I will tell you why he won that match. Okay?
yeah,
And let's all
yeah.
put this on the table so you can comprehend.
I'm going to
So
put the footage, and I will put the footage up from that very,
you
very
put it
shortly.
up. You
I
too.
will.
Yes,
Da,
because
da. Pasiba,
yeah,
pasiba.
yeah. Okay. So you watch this now. So this beautiful entrance of a ring announcer, Mrs. Jackie Destiny. That
Yeah.
is his secret weapon. Because when I was smashing him with the hockey stick in the chairs, she looked at me and I'm like, oh no, I can't do this in front of this enchantress. I don't know what to do. And so then he got me. He got me. And then his goofy friend, Mr. Yankee XX,
Yankee TDM. Yeah,
what
Yankee
is he?
TDM. Yeah.
Whatever New York Met person he is. He then super kicked me
Yeah,
after
that was
the.
unfair. That was very, very
That was
unfair.
unfair.
But
The,
I have to ask you a question. In the old country, and I could understand why you were distracted by Jackie Destiny, because in the old country, because I know many of the Russians that have come from the old country to here to my neck of the woods, not too many women that go around in dressing or not dressing much at all, like a Jackie Destiny, right?
no. So let me tell you, she's such a beautiful voice. It's like it's like the humming of like the mating call of like a narwhal whale. It's so beautiful, and it's
Ah,
like silk to you Americans, because you Americans like dainty things, like silk and things. So it is beautiful. And then she looked at me, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And then I turn, super kick, and then he does his little froggy splash.
mm, that man, not
Totally unfair.
that man. You really sounds like you're still upset at that man.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And Mr. Black, Eric, you listen to me. You had Jackie right there, and you know what you did, and I respect what you won, but you didn't win it the fair way. But I still got the suspension, and one more notch for me. Oh, here I go.
There we go. We're showing what literally just happened
We
a
look
few
like
short
60
days
beats.
ago. Yep, in Gloucester, New Jersey, and obviously that was a long plane ride home back to the
I think
Soviet
it's
Union.
Gloucester or some crap.
Yeah, yeah, it's Gloucester, New Jersey, but close
Gloucester,
enough.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like
Gloucester,
them.
Gravesend. It doesn't make a difference. It's all the same to you.
It sounds like they're crapping up something. Yeah.
But obviously, you're in the ring, and yeah, using the flag there to knock
Is
down
a Soviet flag?
Yankee
Yes, it
TDM,
is.
and there you go. And
Ah,
yeah,
yes.
you don't look at
That's
that for
good
the
too.
audience. Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
don't
Good
show,
job,
don't
man.
look at that for the
Mark's a
audience.
very nice job. Yes.
Well, we'll leave that at that. But
I know.
obviously, you're doing a lot
We
here,
use
and
that one.
there's that Mr. Black. I mean, that's
He didn't kill me though on that one. No, no.
and
But
there
I
we
kill him
go.
on
And
that one. Yes. I destroy him.
there's
I hit you
that's
again.
the Iron Man Championship belt that you were
Yes,
competing
I
for.
smack you with that.
You
And
wanted that
look,
Iron Man
I
Championship,
did
I
not
think.
fall. See right there? I didn't fall
Yes.
with it.
Ah,
There you go. Hit
ah.
you again.
And
And
that chair
then
shot.
see, look at
Wait
that.
a
That's
minute. And
cheating.
there's Yankee
You
TDM, and
you
I thought
can't
that
cheat
was
like that.
Ovechkin for a minute.
And look at this goofball. Watch this. I'm going to eat him alive.
Yes,
Yes.
you did.
Yes, Mr.
You're gonna
Skywalker,
eat
I will
him
eat
like
you
yours.
alive. Yes, I
Yes,
will. There I go.
and you're down on the
And
count,
look
and
at now he
there's
does his flippy flop thing. You know he does that. And then, oh, look at that. Da da da
yes.
da.
Nieta for him.
I
Nieta
was
for
going to
him.
die there. There, Eric helped me on that one. It'd be nice if we were a tag team, but he cheated. Then
And
I
yeah,
just
and
told him
how
and
about
throw
that?
them.
Yeah, how
There.
about that strength you showed there?
Then
You
let it
definitely
go there. Then he
showed
punched me.
quite the strength there. And there's Eric going up from the top rope and
Oh
uh,
no!
leg
Look at
dropping
him.
Yankee, and there you're coming up, and
He looks
and
like a ballerina.
that's the John Wick movie series coming out. But we'll
I
leave that
don't
at that.
like the wick.
Well, Mr. Wick is obviously you've got some probably history with him, but enough
Oh
about
yeah.
him. You've got Mr. Eric
Oh,
Black,
yep.
and there's Yankee Doodle Dandy. Dun, 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 dun.
What you do there, you minx.
But yeah, there's Eric again. He's certainly getting out
No,
there.
that
And,
was the that other moron there. His
yeah, Yankee
Skywalker
TDM.
friend.
Yeah, Jeff
No,
Skywalker. Yes, Jeff
yeah,
Skywalker.
goofy.
And there's Marsha is on the outside, and
Oh yes, he is.
yes, we see, and
Oh
Eric
yes.
is jumping you from
You
behind.
can't kill me, Eric. You know this.
What can only make you get kill you makes you stronger. And there's wait
That
a
felt
minute,
nice. That
that
was
was
that felt nice.
yeah, that felt nice. Oh, okay, that felt like for you when
That felt
Ovechkin
nice
broke
too.
the
He was
record.
being nice to me.
Okay,
You
well,
know, and then
obviously that's going to hurt even
that felt
further.
nicer. You know, I kind of did enjoy those.
And Marsha is
Oh yeah.
obviously on the outside holding a hockey stick, and we see
And
that
she gave me a hockey stick.
I
Good,
see
good,
it,
good.
I see it, I
It's like
see it.
hockey, you know, assist. She gave me the assist.
Well, you know what? Wayne Gretzky still has the hockey assist record. Maybe
Screw
you
you,
want,
you stupid overchecks. No, you don't. Don't you? No.
well, maybe you want Panarin to break that record, but I don't think he's doing that
No,
anytime. So
I
we'll
do not
leave
know.
that at that. But obviously, certainly the Manimal is getting stronger. He's getting more upset, and certainly Yankee TDM didn't seem to want to agree. He didn't want
Yes.
to hit Mr. Black. And
This
wait
pudding
a minute.
hits like a girl. So you
So you,
see this? Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, you hit me. Okay. Oh, you tried to nuts
You're
me.
saying he hits like the Americans tried to score against
Yes.
Canada in this year's
Yes, he did.
World Cup. Yeah,
I
okay.
hit him.
Well,
And you see that?
yes.
Shatter his. I just broke his face right there.
Well, you are right down and out there, and there we see some strength, and certainly Mr. Black has
There it
plenty of
goes.
strength there. And how about that splash
Oh,
you had there on the top rope? And Marsha is talking, and there's Eric. Eric hits Marsha. You know that's going to make you mad. And
that
then
is very
Nikki and
madly.
Eric are trading punches, and
Oh,
that's certainly going about it. And then you just clothesline both of them there, and it looks like this is
there I go.
about to be
Right
over.
on his
Yeah,
marbles. Right there. He's.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
bastard.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You see that bastard?
And how about that strength there from Yankee TDM? Not at your
That's not
best.
strength. He just was guiding him.
But wait a minute. I mean, you're out. And
Oh.
apparently you have been suspended yet again. We're going to get
And
the
this
footage.
goofball, you see, he slapped this goofball Skywalker wimpy man. There you go.
Yes, and that's why you've been suspended.
No, watch, you'll see now.
I see. I know.
I
I
got
know.
suspended because I abducted one of the fans
Fans.
because she's so stupid.
But you
You
do
know.
know that you can't put your hands on the fans.
Well,
But
too bad I did.
well, this is the reason why. And then Jackie Destiny, you obviously wanted to bring her home. Are you trying to
That's
bring her
not
home?
Jackie, that's someone else.
Well, close enough. But did you
Yeah.
want to? Did you want to bring her home
No,
for?
Jackie is gorgeous. This woman is not gorgeous.
Did you want to bring that woman home though because you wanted a green card? I mean, I know that could be a
How
thing.
did you
still.
know? Who talked to you?
Oh,
Who talked to
you
you?
just forgot you forgot to point out as I pointed out, which you should remember that where I'm from, many people have done this in Brighton Beach and Sheepshead Bay
I
and
was trying to listen. I'm going to be honest. I was going to try to take her for the green card, but she has
I'm
an ugly.
surprised I haven't seen you yet in on Brighton Beach Avenue. I am surprised
You
I
will. But
haven't
listen,
seen you on Coney Island Avenue with the
listen.
rest of your fellow
I
comrades.
was going to take her, but she has a shoehorn for a face, and
But
that
let's
is why.
show and one more time, the reason that you are suspended is because you literally
Yes.
tried to. I don't know if I've seen this before. I thought I have seen it all here in the world of wrestling, but apparently it looks like I haven't because you literally tried to bring a fan home and you probably tried to bring her internationally. But if you want
They
to see
did.
more,
They didn't. They take it. No. They
well,
called the police, and I left. So there you go.
could you have blamed them by calling the police?
No. But who cares? She's
Well,
an
I
ugly.
mean,
Listen, she's an ugly shoehorn bitch. I don't like her. No.
but you
There
did
you
try, but you did want to bring her home because you wanted the green card.
I want the green card.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, you didn't get the green card because you're suspended again and you're in.
No, I got a red card instead.
Well, that's a different sport. But obviously, if you want to see more footage from the Russian Manimal, which we'll keep this up for a minute or two. So, Eric Black, you're upset about because he also, pinned you in that match for the Iron Man Championship.
No, he didn't pin me. He got me blindsided because, as you saw,
Well, you were double pinned, though. You were double pinned.
I double pinned because I was looking at Jackie. She said hello. I said hello, and she went hohela, and I'm like ha.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, showing the footage again here, for the audience.
You
That
see?
you got pinned. I
You
mean,
see, yeah. Because of
pinned.
Jackie.
I mean,
And I don't blame Jackie. Jackie's gorgeous.
right, but you still Mr. Black defeated you in the match. I mean, for what we just saw in the footage, but you're upset at Mr. Black because obviously he is the Iron Man champion, and you did want that championship.
Well, here's the thing, though. I become legend because 10 times suspension. Holla!
That's a record. Yeah, that has to be a record. I mean, we have a guy. His name, starts with an A, and he's been kind of like suspended in a real way from several wrestling companies, but I don't think he's been suspended from 10 companies. You've got 10.
I guess. Let me guess. You're talking about Anal San Diego.
No, not No, not
Oh,
him. We'll get to him. This guy was named Anthony Steele.
no idea.
He's literally been like you, suspended and banned from most companies that he's been in the past, but
He sounds
not as
like a
many.
nice man. Yeah, he sounds nice.
You might, yeah, you and him would probably get along. You
Right.
both, dispatched this. Well, he dispatched a supposed real American, and you probably hate that same real American. But we'll give that for a different conversation for a different time.
We
So,
definitely will. Maybe
how
there's
are you
lots of
going to
good
get
ideas.
payback? And how are you going to get payback on Mr. Black in Pro
I
Wrestling?
still got paid. Oh, payback.
How do you get payback?
Well, I will. You know, Mr. Black, you listen to me. I will find you, and I swear, for your summer series, you will regret it. But I know so much mad at you. I know so much mad at you. I'm more so much mad at the Yankee man who kicked me as I was looking at the beautiful Jackie.
Yes. So, and I'll let Marcia speak in a minute or two.
As you
But
do.
yeah, I will. But first of all, I mean, you said something interesting. You mentioned the next Pro Wrestling Double X show, which is coming up in a few months. And do you expect to be brought back into this country? Do you expect to, hopefully with your real ID, which they're now mandating people to have in order to travel, that with your real ID card, Mr. Russian Manimal, that you will be back in Pro Wrestling Double X?
I just show up because, I like the violence. Do you
Yeah.
know there was a women's match with, is it Reina? Reina?
Yes.
Oh my God! She took that Skywalker and beat him like a bitch. It was wonderful. Yes, yes. I would just go just to watch that again. Yes, but
Mm.
I still would like to get suspended even if I don't get booked. But I do know they have Summer Bash coming up.
Yeah, they have a show coming up. Yeah, they do have a show coming up, and we will get to everybody here in a minute. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice, figuratively and literally, where all wrestling matters, and we're here with Marsha Marciano, and of course, the Russian Manimal Volkoff here, and I'm talking about his most recent suspension. So, what makes you want to be suspended in places that you have been so far? I mean, I still wonder for the audience. I mean, what's that thrill for you in getting suspended from different wrestling
I
federations?
will. Oh, I will have. I've been taking an improvisational class, you
Yeah.
know, with the acting people. Okay, so I will have to express it in this way. So just give me 1 minute, okay? Oh, this one.
Mm.
Okay, okay. So he's like, "Hello, I am Mr. Bruno Sammartino. Yeah, I am Mr. Super American. Yes, yes, yes. This is what I do." And he said, I am newly WWE Hall of Famer Ivan Koloff. Okay, okay. I break your back. Come on. You
Da
broke a spear
da
again.
da
You
da da
see? You see?
da.
Ivan, Mr. Uncle Ivan, broke Mr. San Martino back and made everyone scared.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So that is the goal, is to seek the fear of death in all of these promotions and make them frightened of me.
And that's why the Summer Brawl, you want to be back
Oh,
at the
yes.
Summer Brawl
To
to
scare the
show,
living bejesus out of all of them.
and especially Yankee TDM, because you definitely want to say to him, no more Yankee Doodle Dandy.
No more yet.
You want to have some Yankee Doodle Drake's Candy Devil Dogs like him. Yankee
Mr.
Doodle.
Bice of Tom of Reverend, you listen.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I was working in the mines for years and years. And I saw these American pigs saying, Hola, I like the Macarena. And I said, What? Screw you.
Yeah.
I am a real man. I lift. I am a tough man. And
Yeah.
you play with your Macarena. Da, 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 da. Mr. Spice Girl.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We'll certainly let the audience figure all of that out. Some people probably here don't even know what the Macarena is, but we'll go along with that.
They're
But
all wimpy people, and
yeah,
they do.
yeah,
We
yeah.
have to be strong. Yes.
you want to say anything, Marcia, to the audience? Anything you'd like to say about some of this and Mr. Manimal and once again being suspended, this time from Pro Wrestling Double X?
You see right here, this is a real man, not a little boy. All the wrestlers out there have no muscle. This is a sexy, hot beast right here that's all muscular, and I brought him from Russia.
Thank you so much. Oh, yes, yes. She's a nice girl. Yes, yes.
So what you're saying is that a lot of today's wrestlers, as some would say, are almost like soy boys, and they're not, let's just say, real men from the old country like Mr. Manimal there. That's what you're trying to tell us about today's wrestler, and that's why you've certainly recruited Mr. Manimal to wrestle.
And the Ovechek, he did win the Gretzky broke record thing.
He did, yeah. Ovechkin
broke. Don't forget him.
And I will tell you, I have watched Alexander Ovechkin live. I've seen him in person many times play hockey. I've actually watched him quite a bit, Mr. Ovechkin. So he is. Yes. Well, I'm not going to say he's a sexy man. I don't know if I necessarily.
You sexy man too. You got the hair. I have hair too.
I don't necessarily think that about Mr. Ovechkin. I tend to like women, but I mean, I'll certainly say.
I like women too. That's all.
Well, you should obviously be respecting what Mr. Ovechkin has, accomplished. I mean, so obviously he's a big fan. You're a big fan of his, I would imagine then.
Yes. He is a saint, and he is like a god.
So, what do you think about Zelensky?
I love Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I love that movie so much. Only American movie I like with Mr. Scientist Zelensky.
I'm talking about the man in Ukraine. This whole. I'm sure that war is, really making you upset there with Ukraine.
There's a war?
Yeah, Russia, Ukraine. Zelensky versus Putin. Yeah.
No, that's just us arguing. We do this every 3 years. Hell no, we have war. It's really just us yelling back.
Well, the war's been going on for over 3 years, though.
Oh, it has?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
Sorry, he's not really upstairs sometimes, so I have to talk for him. He's a good little boy.
Gotcha. Okay, well, obviously, we'll certainly, we'll see, and maybe we'll get to some people here in the chat. I think the chat wants to talk.
Tom, you tell me more about this war afterwards. Yes.
We'll talk about the war afterwards, and I see my friend Angela from Brooklyn, who's actually, knows a lot about the Russians, is tuned in here. But let's get to some comments here, because obviously, people want to talk to you. Hello to the Russian Manimal Volkoff, and nice to meet you, the Russian Manimal Volkoff, and hello to me. Thank you, Zilla, for that. All wrestling matters. We appreciate that very much. Hillbilly Tilly is in the house. Something tells me
my man.
The South. Yeah, he likes the thing go oh. I don't think they do the tomahawk chop in Russia.
You guys, my hillbilly friend. I love you.
No, so I think you guys are more into borscht. Borscht. A lot of borscht. Yes. Yeah, borscht. Pasiba.
Anything radioactive.
Yeah, Chernobyl. I mean, obviously,
Yes, tasting shit. Yes.
There you go. But hello there to the legendary Mr. Darkron, the host of the Dark Chronicles, and apparently this guy here. Don't pay much attention to him. He's the hall monitor of Sportswire Radio. His name is Justin Parsley. He wanted to tell you that the Cold War is over.
What?
And that,
when was that over?
You know what? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't know.
I didn't get the memo.
Yeah, I mean, apparently, listen, neither did he, but apparently Mr. Parsley is a white Russian guy, so welcome to Sportswire. We do have a lot of, the fellow Russian, one Russian to another. Angela would know a lot about that, who's watching this.
Have him tell me about this after. I don't know about this Russian.
We can certainly do that.
Cold War's gone?
Yeah. I mean, President Reagan did say, tear down these walls, Mr. Gorbachev.
What?
Yeah.
I love Mr. Reagan. He has lovely movies, and he did that to us?
Ronnie Reagan, yeah.
What? He did this?
Yeah. Well, some people would rather have Ronald Reagan than the guy in there now.
Mr. Reagan, why'd you do this? That's so not nice.
We'll leave that at that. But, yep, and Ox McCoy, his fellow big man, wants to say hello to the big red monster, but he meant to say Manimal. Yep, thank you for that. In America, you bear arms. In the motherland of Russia, you arm bears. You guys
we get the bears. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both of them. Yeah, that's good.
Zilla would like to say that your mask and hat is really cool, awesome, amazing, and great.
Oh, Zella, I knit them myself. I'll make you one. Yes,
Yeah, she actually does have one. So yeah, there you go.
I do.
Um, Kyle Shelby says hello. Tuesday's guest, Jake Dvorak, would like to say hello. And this guy has something here in Russian, but I'll basically tell you that he's saying that he's thankful that you're here, and
Ah,
he hopes that you will do your best to get rid of the tariffs. We'll leave
yes,
that at
sir.
that.
I will talk to the orange man. I like
Yeah.
Mr. Trump. He's a nice man. I
Well,
don't
well,
mind
well,
Mr.
hopefully some people can talk to him, but enough about that. Hello there to everybody in the chat. My buddy Barry Gutman, speaking of people that are from the motherland, there is Barry. Barry is also from Sheepshead Bay, and he's tuned in. If you'd like to see more from the Russian Manimal, hit the sub button for him on YouTube. And who else we have? And are we playing with toys? Well, no, you got that's from the family. You know,
Yes, listen. This is Mr. Uncle Ivan Koloff. He is going to WWE Hall of Fame.
Ah,
This is a saint in my country because you took him and then break his back like this, like that. Yes.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
None of
And
you, none of you get Bruno. So
and
much here.
would you be considered a super soldier from Mr. Putin? Would you can be considered that from Vladimir or nah? You're
Well,
not.
the problem with this is I de-thawed out after some experiment, and they never gave me like official like combat duties. They gave me a rank, no duties yet. So
Ah,
I walked around. Maybe that's why no Soviet Union, I guess. Shit. Mm.
okay, and yes, we certainly like the Manimal. Yes, we are very appreciative of the Manimal. And always, I'm a mother Russian vodka. Fear me, he loves Russian vodka. Speaking of more
Yes.
people here, where do I get a mask like that so women like Marsha can talk to me? But no, don't even listen. Listen, Marsha, you didn't hear that comment. We're a family station. I certainly don't go out there. We don't condone that comment, but I
Yeah, that's
will.
funny. I like.
Yeah, he's trying to be funny. You know why he's trying to be funny? Because he hosts Jeopardy trivia. He's a DJ. He thinks he can be kind of, smart. He might try to want to be a real Slim Shady, but it's not going to really work with you and you, because obviously we don't want to have international problems on Sportswire. So
Maybe
I'm gonna
okay,
just
Justin. I will. You inbox me. I will show you. And
we,
if you want, I can try and make you one. If you
oh,
like.
well, then there you go. Well, you know what? A little nicery may work.
It'll be
Maybe
made out of radioactive materials, though.
well, Chernobyl. I mean, well, that's okay.
I love
Listen,
Chernobyl. It tastes good.
Chernobyl. I mean, obviously, half of Brighton Beach would know about that.
Yes,
We'll
yes.
leave that at that. Is she a comradette? Whoop whoop. Obviously, listen. Don't even worry about that, Marsha. Don't even worry
I
about
think you're from Jersey Shore or something.
So I'm from Staten Island, and I'm head of the mafia there.
it. Yeah.
First female ever to be head of the mafia.
Well, I mean, I'm considering what the mafia
Whatever.
is these days.
Mafia.
Maybe they could use you to turn things around. Maybe the mafia could use you to turn things around, because long gone are the days of John Gotti and Paul Castellano and Sammy the Bull Gravano, and maybe the mob can use you there in Staten Island, because I know a thing or two about Staten Island because I'm there right now. Hello there, losers. Don't pay attention to that. But hello to Mr. Cash Carter.
Hello, loser yourself. How are you?
No. We'll stay. We want to have international peace here. We don't want World War III. I mean,
I guess that's a name we
we've
call.
already got Trump and
Americans,
Putin
loser.
already. We don't need Carter and everybody else with Volkov. Who else we got here? It's easy. Vodka and Kahlua plus dairy. Okay. That's how he makes the mask. Who else we got here? Yep. Hello there. Thank you, Cash. Don't leave. He's not leaving. Crush Carter. Okay. Dear Diary, the borscht was room temperature today. Papa hit Mama and she fell asleep. Help. The borscht, was the borscht room temperature today? No, I think the borscht was better than that.
Ax McCoy, I like you.
Yeah, I thought the borscht was better than that.
Let's create an army together. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's people that would love to see that, and also, I noticed, Mr. Volkoff, since that we have been talking and we've been getting to know each other a while, that we have someone in common that we both know very well, and one man that you came back to this country, and let's just say you turned him from what's supposed to be a Puerto Rican prince to rather I don't know, maybe just a princess diary in your book, and that is one Angel Santiago. And you want to talk about that name you saw in NCW not too long ago? And
I don't really know her. I mean, like, what happened with her?
well, you basically made him a mincemeat. You basically made him
Oh,
into borscht. I mean, that's what you did. I mean, I'll put
was
the
that
footage
my?
up.
I think I was. I thought I was going to the gym and just lifting shit, but what? What
Nah,
was
that
this?
would have been too easy. I mean, Angel Santiago, you would have needed two of Angel Santiago's maybe to do that, but
I can't remember.
you
Oh,
can't
oh,
remember
the
him.
purple man who I gorilla pressed and broke his back. Yes, and then I
Yeah,
kicked him in his crumb. Right there.
yeah, I'm gonna put the footage up because some people on
Please
this
do.
platform remember him because he's the TF Crew YouTube champion. But you turned him
Would
into
that mean I'm champion too because I destroyed his head?
you know what? I'm gonna let his promoter know because his promoter is the one that actually I know very well. But obviously, you're
That's
coming
fine.
out, and there's this guy, Angel Santiago, that's supposed to be this big deal. And yeah, look at the strength of the Manimal there. There you go.
The and they fell. You know,
And he
I mean,
fell. That was that was
and they did
nuclear.
that
That was
stupid kiki
that was
kick.
like nuclear, a nuclear weapon there. The way you came across, and there you go with almost a
Is
front
he
of his
dead?
head.
It looks like he's dead.
Well, he might be. Maybe
Oh
that's
my
why he hasn't been
god!
on. Maybe that's why he hasn't been on Sportswire in months because, well, they're still trying to pick up the crumbs of the scraps of what
You're
he.
saying he's an athlete? Okay, that is my
He
MiG
was.
20. See this? My MiG 28 right there. MiG 28. Yes, sir.
Well, there you go. There. I mean, that
Yes.
was. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. And yeah,
That's
this.
featured in Top Gun. Yes.
Yeah, that was definitely felt heard around the world. And yeah, you're just. Yeah, this isn't going to end well for Mister Santiago.
I think he's dead. Yeah.
You call him the Puerto Rican princess, but yeah, he's dead. He's
Is
dead.
that it? The PP? He's the PP man.
Well, that was some would say that would be his appearances on Sportswire, like, but yeah, you're just, you're not giving up there. You're just digging in on him.
This goof bag right here. This is why I got. So I won, as you saw, and I should take his title. And then I took my whoever the hell this idiot was who they had me come out with, Gulager, and I took him and threw him. That's why they threw me out.
Yeah, well, Santiago, you threw him out. You
Why
definitely.
can't we listen? Why can't we use our own people to destroy other people? And I get banned from that.
I'm sure if Trump could find a way to do that, considering the way things are going, maybe he would certainly figure that out. But obviously, you have been suspended here in NCW. But
No, so
something.
after this, I then got officially kicked out. After like they're goofy, they had me so they tagged me up with NWA great, the real Drago. You look him up, he's
Yes,
amazing.
I
Man.
did see that, the real Drago.
Yeah,
Yes,
him and I, all three of us, we're the real Russian gangsters.
yes, I
Okay.
did see that, and but obviously, you and Angel Santiago, I don't think are going to be seeing each other in a ring anytime soon.
I don't know why. There's nothing to do.
Yeah, nothing to
You
do.
lift him up, throw him, he's dead. There you go.
Yeah, well,
No
that would
match.
be like Ovechkin and Gretzky if Ovechkin really decided he wanted to just go
Yes,
renegade.
I don't like Gretzky. I hate him.
Why don't you like Gretzky? Why not? Why don't you
Because
like
he's
him?
got the big red hair, and he's got like the big brown eyes. I don't like that. He's
No,
trying to be an Irishman. I don't like him.
but you don't like Angel Santiago as much, at least.
I don't really know who he's not. See this? Hachu. It is a split on my little radar. I don't give it a fuck. I don't know him.
Yeah, you don't. Well,
You see
you don't.
this? This little drool right there? That's him.
Well, you certainly made short work of him, and I'm sure when he comes back onto Sportswire again one day, we'll talk about this nuclear science experiment. That was only difference was he was the experiment because well, you just basically hit one on the Richter scale toward Angel Santiago. But we'll take this off the screen
Better
for a
stop
bit.
hitting his Richter scale. Something would happen.
Well, I don't know if he has much of a Richter scale left
Not
after.
anymore. Not anymore.
Yeah, no, we'll do that there. But obviously, Angela said that she liked calling you the big red monster. She thinks you are the big red
I
monster.
like you, Angela. You let me know where you're at. We hang out for some coffee. We'll kick some asshole in the crumb.
I mean, I could give you her address, but I don't know if you'd want to do that. You want to talk about nuclear? That'll be nuclear. Let's just
She's
put
a
it
good
that.
girl. I like you, Angela. We hang out anytime. We go play hockey together. I teach you how to gut check someone.
Yeah, I'm sure that that'll go over very well. But
It's
let
nice.
me let me take
Let's recruit her. Yes, sir.
and also people are having some. You know what? I'm going to get to the comments. The chat wants to really talk with you. So let's just say first of all, would you like to appear in a promotion called Juggalo Championship Wrestling (JCW)?
Hell yes. I like the Juggalos. Yes.
Yeah,
I also want to sing for them. I have a song.
you do. You
Yes.
want to sing it for the audience?
C is for communist. It's good enough for me. C is for communist. Hey, hey, me. C is for communist. It's good enough for me. Oh, C means communist.
I went from, I've had an interesting last few days. I went from talking with Kix guitarist Brian Damage Forsythe, who only, I don't know, played the Tokyo Dome. His last show had 15,000 people in it. He wrote a gold single. And then I had on yesterday a controversy king, Wyatt Black. I had a guy Comatose, who was supposed to be a goat of BYW. And now I've got you. I've had an interesting last few days. Boy, I'm gonna just certainly say, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Except that
Just
here in Russia, we only eat rocks and stones.
well, you know what, and that's why you're here with us right now. Now, Marcia, I really don't want to put this comment up because I just have a lot of respect for you. But Mr. Parsley would like to say that he would be heading to Staten Island to see if Marcia will put a hit on him. Yeah, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that, right,
Don't
Marcia?
want to hurt you, sir. No,
Yeah,
that's
we
not
don't
good.
want that. Marcia, I would
That's not
recommend that
nice.
we're not going to do that.
Justin, we like you. We don't want to hurt you. Good
Yeah,
God.
we don't, Marcia. Let's just say, I
Don't
said,
hurt him.
don't even, Marcia. I have a lot of
You
respect
hurt
for
him.
you. We don't, we won't respond. The Juggalos are usually left leaning. They'll be cool with you.
I love Mr. Juggalos. Yes.
Yeah, you would definitely do that. Ox is the machine. Also, there we go. What's cracking? Plenty. The trauma runs deep. Okay, yeah. The power bomb you did to Angel Santiago shook the hard cam. Yeah, it actually did. Yeah,
I
Angel
think
Santiago.
he's. I think the cameraman was stupid and he farted or something. But thank you so much, Mr. Ox McCoy.
Yeah, we'll just say Spiconi noce to that comment. Also, James Taylor. Speaking of people who are global and international, he is here there. So I mean, so Mr. Volkoff, and before I give you something here in a few minutes, I mean, what's next? What is next for the Russian Manimal Volkov? What's next for you?
We have a lot of offers, yes, but there's a lot of people afraid of us, which was the goal. So I have people asking me in Florida, I believe a veteran pro wrestling, and I go to the United States Wrestling Federation. Uh, I think a gentleman with wrestling recovery. I swear to God, I will go
Oh,
back to.
I know Mr. Wrestling Recovery. Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
he's
Mr.
nice guy.
Yaya. Mr. Yaya the Gremlin. Yes,
No,
yes.
no, not
Wrestling Recovery. Is
him.
he
No.
wrestling? No, it's a different show. Yeah, you're right. It's a different promoter, but it runs in New Jersey. Yeah, which is a place you've been to, New Jersey. I could see.
Been to New
You
Jersey. I could tell you more places. More
don't
like
tell us more
I've
places.
been. I was
Let's
in
have the
Tennessee 6 months ago.
let's have the element of surprise. And what Ox McCoy what he meant to say was Spokoni Nocha in Russian means good night. So to that comment, that's what we meant to say. And that comment was good night.
David Zanya.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's
Das
David
Vidanya
Zanya.
means goodbye. But okay, so obviously I'll get to something here in a few more minutes with you. But so you want to say anything else though to Yankee TDM or Mr. Eric Black? Because those are men that I have a feeling that you're going to be seeing them again for whatever reason.
Listen, it goes out to any of them from Pro Wrestling XX. I swear to God, you step into that ring, you have your life in your own hands. Okay? We don't mess around anymore. You took our country and made it your bitch. Well, guess what? I come back and make you mine. Sorry, I get so upset.
No, I could see that this really gets you mad. This gets you mad more than anything else,
More
Mister.
than hockey.
This gets you mad, and you had to miss some hockey pro wrestling double X in their decision, especially losing that Iron Man championship. I could see that still makes you mad, more or less.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, I see that there's another offer for you out there, and that is would you like to come to Iowa sometime? Iowa, there's these guys. I see them here. Justin Parsley, Ox McCoy. They wrestle for this company called let me do it in Russian terms, IMF, the IMF. Almost think of it like the IDF, IMF, and in the Iowa.
Absolutely. I'd
They have
love to, Mr. Ox.
cornfields, and they have the grass, like we do in the old country. And, we have
Ox.
the land looks very similar,
Ox, you hit me up. We go to Ireland together. Yes, I love Ireland.
Close enough. Close enough. It's close enough. It's Iowa, but for all you know, Mr. Manimal, Ireland and Iowa very well might be the same thing. So, that's the, we'll have to say. But, obviously having Marsha, with her ties to the mob certainly must help you, having the Italian mob. And I would imagine, and your Russian friends over there, and, best of both worlds for you.
Yes, we play cribbage together. All of us. We're
Yeah.
all friends. Yes.
Yeah.
And we drink the vodka. Yeah. With the cribbage.
And what's your favorite vodka?
All of it.
All of it?
Anything that can make you fucked up, I like.
Yeah, well, what we just did there is basically for the F word there, mister. Think of it like, what Chernobyl, when they had the big nuclear experiment.
I'm so sorry. I saw we go.
That's okay. That's okay. I'll give you a pass. You're a big and imposing man. But if you do want to see more, before I present something to you, sir, if you want to see more from the Russian Manimal, you can see him here on his YouTube channel, because he's got a YouTube channel with a lot of stuff, a lot of content. You can see him here, and you can see some of his stuff here. And, how about that music video there? Obviously showing some highlights. Certainly Coolio is, really happy about your entrance video.
I don't know who Coolio is, but my friend Eknavine, he actually rapped it, and then he made a nice tune out there,
Yeah. Well, certainly it's making you feel good, because, there's Marsha. You and Marsha are out there, and dangerous.
Yes. And my first band is when I broke Goofy Grappling Greg's back. You goofy bastard. You know who you are. Grappling Goofy Greg. He looks like a freaking bag of dog chow.
Yeah. Will we see more of you and the real Drago again out there together?
Yes, sir. I like Mr. Drago. He is like brother to me. You saw that right there when I hit the guy with the chain?
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you about this statistic. I retired him the next week. He no longer wrestles anymore. High five, broke him.
So basically you Apollo Creed him.
I don't know who he is, but I broke that man.
Well, I'm sure you've heard a lot about Rocky IV, the Rocky movies. I'm sure you've heard about those, right? You heard
Rocky.
about the Rocky movies?
They're Colorado Rockies. I love them. Yeah. That is Goofy Greg. And I choke him like a chicken.
Well, that's really hurts, but that's the Russian Manimal in action. Yeah, that's an action. There's Angel Santiago. You definitely took it. How about that there? Just what a show of strength there. Definitely strength beyond strength there. Yeah.
Yes, and I broke that lady's, her stupid chain. I broke it. Yes.
Just don't show
you see him? That is Russian legend right there.
Just don't show.
You see that goofy guy that I put my foot on? Yes, him. That Goofy Greg. There is Santos. I busted you like a little woman. Screw you.
Well, and I do want to say hello to a man that certainly does have something in common in defeating someone that was an American champion, Anthony Steele, who said he would have a 5th vodka ready when he meets you.
Anthony, we hang out, and you know what? We destroy, and we all do big bear hug, and we make funny phone calls to us Santos and those victims. And I see him, Thunder. I hate you, Thunder.
Yeah, James Taylor is in the chat. Yeah, he's been in the chat. But there you go. I mean, there you just are, and if you want to follow more of the Manimal on YouTube, you can check him out on his YouTube channel, which we have right there listed. So give him a sub. You can see more content and him and in action. If he's not suspended from a company, he's been now suspended from
You
10
see,
companies.
I
Yep.
got suspended from NCW and permanently banned for breaking their legs. Yes, with
Pure
this one.
you are pure Russian beef. You are
Yes,
pure
sir.
Russian beef. Yes. And I know where you can get Russian beef. Go to Brighton Beach Avenue anytime. But
After we hang
obviously,
out and we beat up the livestock, we put on the town and we tag together and destroy everyone.
well, I do have something for you because I know you're a busy man. I know that the international collect call line to get you on this platform is going to cost me even more money than it was supposed to. But I do have something for you, and
Oh,
I want to give it to you now because I know you are a busy man. So let me do that, and especially for those that are watching and listening here on Sportswire Radio in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage. I'm going to share my screen because I'm going to give you a gift. And no, it's not quite Russian vodka, but it is now the
oh
Russian
my goodness
Animal Day.
gracious.
Yep,
Thank you
Russian
so
Animal
much.
Day.
That is so nice of you.
Yeah,
That is so nice. Isn't that nice of him? Oh my
yeah,
goodness. Thank you, Mr. Bice of Reverend. Thank you
yeah,
so much.
yeah. It's
You're
it's
so
your
nice.
day today. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my
See,
goodness gracious, great balls of
there you
fire.
go. It's Russian Manimal Day. Congratulations.
Thank
There
you,
you go.
sir. Today is yes, and we go have some vodka together. Yes.
Well, you can have it for me, but maybe you and Marcia can invite someone here and have it with you. But that's okay. We'll certainly take that off the screen. But it's your
You
day, and
send it to me, I post it everywhere.
I will do
And
that when
you're
we are
going to
off
go
the
to
air.
my wedding when I marry Miss Jackie. I love you, my friend.
I'm a reverend. I could actually officiate the wedding.
There you go. Officiate. Yes. Yes. Bring the hockey stick. Hit them with it. Check it like this. Hit them in the crumb.
Now I have some more questions for you, and apparently Anthony Steele says, "Have you ever met Bert Kreischer?"
I don't know who he is. No
Yeah.
clue. No clue.
Okay. For sure. Okay.
Being honest, I don't know who this crew. I like the word Bert. What's that? Some sort of burping technique? Bert?
No, yeah, don't. I mean, Barks root beer is something you'd probably have,
Bert?
had before. Root beer in the old country. Yeah, I guess not. Maybe not. But
Country. That's it.
the machine, the machine.
I don't know him. No.
No, no.
No.
Okay. And you're gonna have to come. Okay, we'll leave that at that. Thank you for it. Okay, so obviously, is there anything else you two want to say to the world out there? Is there anything you two have to say and such before I let you go figure out how to take over another wrestling company and get suspended from it?
Yes. I will say this. Unistava, Imakranza, seek and destroy. And you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. I make you happy when skies are gray. And when you know, dear, how much I love you, won't you take your sunshine away? There you go.
Well, Anthony Steele loves your singing so much that he wants to meet you. And, he's going to be on Sportswire next Saturday night. I mean, I know you're obviously waiting for Putin to call you to maybe put you in action out there in the war with
Who's
Ukraine.
cute?
Long story. But this guy, Anthony Steele, he wants to meet you, apparently. Wants to meet you. And, maybe he wants an autograph from you. Maybe he wants to, I don't know, just say how much of a big fan that he is of you. Maybe he was happy that you made Angel Santiago turn into a Puerto Rican princess, but he wants to meet you. Maybe you should visit him next Saturday on Sportswire. He's here next Saturday.
Yes, sir.
I will get, if you want. I know you and Marcia are very busy. Marcia's obviously planning to reorganize the crime family here in New York, but I mean, maybe you should meet this guy.
Yes, Mr. Steele of Anthony. Yes, I will. I like you. We hang out. We do good. We hit people in the crumb right there.
And he'll
Yes.
give you his autograph, by the way.
I give you my autograph too. You give me yours. We put it on the wall. We are all famous.
Now, we have here WrestleLuz wants to say that you should change your character to a traumatic but also scared Russian soldier who was pinned for the blame for no reason other than your country. No, I don't know
That
if you're
is
doing
right.
it.
I did nothing wrong. Nothing.
No?
Those are military orders. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, don't obviously do that there. And obviously we're gonna put Marsha's video up here because Marsha had a video too on the screen. So we'll
Oh,
let that.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
let's play Marsha's video. There's Marsha. She's the mob princess. Yeah.
Well, there's another one, yes. But she's going out to Cherry Bomb. We're friends with the Cherry Curry lady
Yeah.
from the Runaways.
Oh, I think I put the wrong video up. Oh, there
It's
we go.
okay.
We'll come back to it, but there we go. There's Marsha. Here we go.
Miss Catastrophe. I'm in my mansion, and you know how I got it? I off my uncle. I get what I want, and I will mess you up.
Mess you up right there.
There you go. Yep, we had to, for copyright reasons, take that down, but
Till next time.
He's some idiot. I don't know.
yeah, I could certainly see it. Obviously, another show you've been to, and a lot of interesting places you've been, and NCW no more, and you can see the strength. Yeah, look at the strength of the Manimal, and yeah, definitely eat your
Mother
heart out.
Russia, she's my friend.
I could see
like
that,
her.
and
She will be part of this. I swear.
and there you are with the real Drago, and with the Rewind Society, and look, there you go.
The real Drago. And the Rewind
There you go.
Society.
The real.
That was a Soviet cemetery.
W music and making too.
So come to Circle S Barbecue on March 22nd, Hudsonville, Florida.
Your time is over.
Over. Yes,
Seek and destroy! Unistava! Americanza!
Okay, we'll have to take that off.
It's okay.
Yeah, because they'll take me off the air, but we don't
Those
want that.
horrible people. No, don't play anymore because you'll get in trouble. I don't want
Okay, we appreciate that. Okay, and you weren't quite in the Hall of Fame, but you have a day. But we'll put you in the Hall of Fame after tonight. Don't worry, Mr. Manimal. We'll put you and Marsha in the Hall of Fame for the next appearance.
Yes!
There's no question that you and Ovechkin certainly deserve to be in the same category. There's no question that you
Yes,
deserve.
I like Ovechkin. Yes,
to
I
take
love
your-
him.
And speaking of people that really, seem to be tuning in, some guy, Big Man Cam, don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. He's just, he's too much for the Orange Man for you. Too Orange
Big man, come. What does he say?
And
Okay.
apparently, they want to recruit you in Iowa, though. Would you want to travel to
Yes,
Iowa?
I'll go to Ireland, Iowa. I love that
Well,
place.
Ireland and Iowa are two different things. I mean, they're two different places, But
Well, if he wants me, I'll go to it. Yes. Both. I'll go to Ireland and Iowa. I like him.
well,
We break people's crumbs.
I shouldn't admit this, but I'm going to do it before we let you go. As we're here with, of course, the Russian Manimal Volkoff and Marsha Marciano. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice figuratively and literally where all wrestling matters here. Is that I am actually friends with the largest Russian radio station, the owner of the largest Russian radio station in the United States. It's 6:20 a.m. Yes, I'm on that radio station once a week. That is Mr. Gregory Davidson. Maybe I should ask my friend Mr. Davidson to interview you, because that would be an interesting.
You put me on this because I'll tell you something, sir.
Yeah, Mr.
I love Leningrad, Stalingrad. We talk about the good old times when we destroyed and crushed with the amazing tanks we had.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe we can use you in Brighton Beach. We might have to bring you to the country here, but okay. But obviously, we'll appreciate all of that. Is there anything else you want to say before we let you go?
Yes. To those women who supposedly went to outer space, we were first. Miss Gail King and your goofiness. Like, oh, look at me. I'm floating. No. I was there. We were first. Sputnik was up there first before you American scum. And you weren't even up there. You were on the hemisphere going, la, la, la. I'm going to make an album. No, screw you.
Well, I'm going to certainly see what happens with that. Pro Wrestling XX. Check them out. Let's give Pro Wrestling XX a plug. They're the reasons we have this interview. We want to thank the proprietors of Pro Wrestling XX for giving us this opportunity to speak with you. You can check them out. The next show is Summer Brawl, but it is very important to support them, and we appreciate their time and support. But yes, we appreciate Pro Wrestling XX, despite you being suspended from them.
And thank you, Pro Wrestling XX, for making my dream come true and getting suspended 10th time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely. I could certainly see that. And let's get to some more comments. They call me that in the locker room for a reason. What did I tune into? He sounds like the villain from Rocky and Bullwinkle. That is the All Wrestling Matters champion and one half of the IMF tag team. Don't even worry about it. Listen, we're going to end the show. Don't even worry about it. The IMF world champion, Omen Black. It is his show after all. The worst rush. No, don't. He's mad still about.
Oh, man, I know your mother didn't hug you as a child. I know, it's okay.
We're going to get on here. They are real Russians. Yes, there are plenty of real Russians. They're in Brighton Beach. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Mr. Manimal, we want to thank you very much for your time. Marcia, thank you so much for allowing us to be here in your presence. And we will see you both soon. And Mr. Manimal, I appreciate that. And it's actually not Mr. Manimal's girl; it's his manager. So yeah, Marcia.
Hey,
also,
Black, you know it's funny, you goofy man. You know I've seen people like you, and I crush you.
Well, obviously, Marcia, she does run the largest crime family in New York. So we want to certainly, we don't want to go there. But obviously, thank you very much, everybody. We thank Pro Wrestling Double X for their support. But we'll let you guys go. And I know you guys have a busy day because conference calls are coming up with Putin soon. And Ovechkin press conferences you guys have to be ready for. And we'll thank everybody for tuning in as well. And it was, by the way, Russian Manimal Volkoff Day on Sportswire. My name is
everyone.
And Anthony Steele wants to join, but I know you're a busy man. You want to get to that Ovechkin press conference. You want to get to that Putin link. So I know, obviously, but and also one more time, if you show up on the JCW same day as Colt Cabana, maybe you can piss him off. Well, you know what? We'll focus on the next pro wrestling company you join. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice, figuratively and literally, where all wrestling matters. And this was one I'm sure we'll talk about for a long time. And again, this was the Russian Manimal Volkoff and Marciano. And thank you, everybody. I will be here tomorrow. And good morning, good afternoon. Yeah, Marcia, don't even pay it. They're now talking to you in Russian. So Marcia, we're just not going to go there. We're not going to go there, Marcia. So thank you. And we'll let everybody go. But see everybody tomorrow. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on the number one global radio station that is Sportswire Radio, where all wrestling matters. Have a great night, everybody, and go follow Pro Wrestling Double X and sub